Hello and welcome back to my HZ, where this week I'm playing X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse. What a mouthful. Now I picked the second one because surely the sequel would have fixed any problems the first game had and would be a general improvement on it, right? Well, I couldn't tell you because I know very little about this game. I do remember that there was a lot of X-Men games that came out in the early 2000s, and I believe there was a few that were actually deemed to be really good. Is this one of them? Again, I couldn't tell you. So nice and easy predictions this time, since age is really the only thing I have to go on. I'm confident in saying this game will probably have a decent level of jank to it. Will I enjoy it? I honestly don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the idea that I will enjoy it, but whether or not the age will play a factor in that, I just don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's join the X-Men.
Say, if you're... Let me create two... It's no trouble. Tell you what, I'll even port... Sure, it's my mutant ability.
What a convenient ability to have for this game.
Thank you so much.
Wait, did I need to be right on top of them for them to be teleported out? Could they not just teleport out from behind the bars once I figure out where they are?
He mentioned something about going... I will.
Yes, be careful getting out of here, you know. His goons are everywhere. Oh, I just teleported out. I don't have to worry about the goons. Hey, you can't be doing that now. Hey, stop it. See, this is what happens. You know, let's change up the party. See if the levels actually make a difference here. Gambit has always been one of my favorites. Alright, the difficulty spiked pretty hard there, and I have no idea why. Suddenly enemies are just spawning in massive, like, elite groups, and I do no damage to them. Okay, so that was a lot easier, but my theory is because I swapped in Gambit, my damage was a lot lower as a party. So I was able just to murder everything a lot easier this time. The hell is that? Is that just a face with legs and arms? Is that what that is? It is just a face with arms and legs. Oh, that's Sugar Man? Oh. Am I choosing this fight? Probably. Do I care? No, not really, because all my people are dead apart from Cyclops, so.
Than hoped. Show him to me. Angel, come forth and meet your master.
The name Angel no longer applies.
What would you have us call you?
I am Archangel, a horseman
Oh.
of apocalypse, and I am yours to command.
Your speed and strength have been augmented. But what of your soul?
My soul is filled with hatred, rage, and death for the X-Men.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Yes, sir.
Oh god, an escort mission. Really? All that time to set up the charges and that's the size of the explosion? Really?
This is the last one, team.
Well, that... okay. Wait, so he... what? How do you say... what? Camera, do you want to come around the corner with me? Yeah. No? No? Okay. Okay.
Everyone is safe, and Apocalypse is defeated, Eric.
Defeated, yes, but not destroyed.
True, but we'll be prepared should he ever return.
Ever the Optimus, eh, Charles?
And why not? Look what we accomplished together. Imagine the good we could continue to achieve.
Give up your childish dreams. One day soon, they could be your undoing.
Never, Eric. The world needs dreamers to give it a soul.
And it needs realists to keep it alive.
Professor, Magneto's a lost cause. Why waste time on him?
There were a dozen times Eric could have handed us over to Apocalypse in exchange for his child, but he didn't. And that proves there is hope for even the hardest of hearts.
I still don't quite understand how Apocalypse lost control of the power. The only way that could have happened is if the device had been tampered with.
Forget about it, Beast. Your machine wasn't perfect, that's all. It's not like someone would have sabotaged it.
And that is X-Men Legends 2 done. I know this game released on a bunch of consoles back in the day. For this, I played the PS2 version. So with that out of the way, let's talk combat. So it's very simple. You've got a light and heavy attack, as well as various powers, which are bound to the trigger plus face buttons, with triangle being the ultimate power. It has its own meter that you build up by picking up things that drop from enemies. So stringing together combos and tying in the powers is quite important. Even more so later on, as enemies get shields that will only break if they are hit by a specific combo. But the problem I had with the combat is that it gets pretty repetitive. There's only so much you can do with it. Now, I played as Wolverine for the vast majority of the game, which probably impacted it a wee bit since he seems to be mainly melee focused. But even in boss fights, when I would swap to Cyclops, who seemed to be more of an all-rounder, slightly edging towards the power side, and instead of having to deal with any mechanics or anything with bosses, I would just zap it with lasers, which felt pretty cheesy to do, but being a melee range of bosses later on really sucked, as they had tons of AoE and sometimes could just juggle you. And also, the lack of targeting was something that really hampered the combat, especially with using powers. I was especially bad on Wolverine. With one of the powers I took for him, he would launch himself in like a wee whirlwind towards the enemy, and of course he could just sail right by. So yeah, lack of targeting kind of sucked. For the characters themselves, you had a party of 4, and there was actually a pretty good variety of peeps you could play as in the game. Those on the bench do level up, but not enough for them to be relevant. At one point I did try swapping in Gambit, because he's one of my favorites, for a level, and got absolutely destroyed. He just didn't do enough damage. And since I got wrecked, I couldn't catch him up. So their damage output will always be quite a bit below what is required. So my advice, if you were to go back and play this game, is pick a party of characters that you like early on. Because unless you really want to struggle with them through a level to get them up to speed, because that's probably who you'll be playing for the rest of the game. For the level ups, you got to divvy out stat points and skill points. They do pretty much what you expect them to do. Plus, you can also buy level ups and bonus skill points from the shop. But the game also had options to auto level up and auto equip gear. So I chose to deal with the level ups myself at the start of the game and just let the game equip the best gear automatically. So I couldn't tell you much about the gear or the gear system or anything like that, because the only time I interacted with it was when I was selling it to free up inventory space. So as I got further into the game, leveling up my 4 party members got a bit tiresome, and I was pretty fed up with doing it. So I got the game to auto level up the 3 AI characters in my party, and I would just level up Wolverine. Sadly, it doesn't seem to apply all the banked points bench characters have. So whenever I subbed in Gambit to try him out, I had to manually spend all his points, which was a lot at that stage because I did it quite late in the game. Got wrecked, died, And of course I didn't save it after I spent all those points, so I lost all that progress, and I wasn't spending all those points again, so I just kept them on the bench. But yeah, I like that system of the auto level up and the auto gear equip. And the story just felt like typical X-Men stuff. I can't say I was a big X-Men watcher back in the day. I only really watched the movies, didn't really watch the show. I played a couple of the games, but not that many, so for a casual fan of X-Men, it just seemed like a typical X-Men big bad story, with the only difference being the big bad's so bad, the normal rival squads of the good guys of the X-Men and the bad guys of Magneto's crew team up to beat it. I was also quite surprised to find out that nearly the entire game is voice acted, which I didn't think would be the case for a game of this era. There's also a bunch of collectibles scattered throughout the place. 2 of them increased the amount of health and mana potions you could carry. There was discs lying about that you could pick up, and they unlocked something to do with like a danger room, but I never went and looked to see what it was. There are also comics, which I believe are game art or straight up actual comic pages. Can't tell you because I never looked at them either. But there was a quiz machine, and I did do this. I was very bad at it because I couldn't remember a lot of the story points and the characters. But it is tied to the chapter you're currently in, so it will ask various questions about the story of the chapter, the different characters and the relationships that are the main focus of the chapter you're in. Getting a question right gave experience. It was about as much as killing a dude would give. It's a nice addition to reward those who had either already known this stuff, or reward those new to the lore for picking up the minor details, the side stuff, figuring out the relationships between various characters while they're playing throughout the story. So to wrap things up on X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse, let's talk about how my predictions stacked up. I said that I was kind of on the fence about this, but favouring the idea that I would probably enjoy it. I did expect a decent level of jank though. For the most part, I did enjoy it. I like the story and the characters, and while the combat does get stale and repetitive, it wasn't bad. There was some jank with the camera. Sometimes it just wouldn't follow you around the corner, and the lack of targeting wasn't great, made the combat feel a wee bit worse. But these things weren't unbearable. So yeah, while they're annoying, I did have a bit of fun with it. For the Alex enjoyment rating, it's getting blown up. Well, it's that time again. We need to find out what I'm going to be playing for why. And as always, I'm joined by Nick.
Yo!
Hi, why?
Hello.
And Hans.
Not about yet.
And this time we're going back to the streets, even though it's not called FIFA Street anymore.
Back to the streets.
Yeah, what?
As if we're fucking gang members. Look, I know you've been wanting to play San Andreas Definitive Edition, but come on.
Hey, man.
Also, don't play San Andreas Definitive Edition.
This is basically FIFA Street, right?
No.
Not really.
FIFA Street was good.
Okay, fair. But we're adding an extra player on each side. We're doing 4v4 rush.
Alright.
Yeah. So, guys, what are the games?
Yeah, I guess I should go last.
Yeah, so I was.
Because I have 4 picks.
Alright, I'll go first. My choice is Y2K, a postmodern RPG.
What?
Oh, that's what that's called?
Yeah,
I was pronouncing it as Yik.
Yeah, it's not yeah. I actually I actually double checked just to make sure I wouldn't look like an idiot.
I honestly thought it was Yik.
You're a fucking idiot.
I thought it was like, from, I don't know, like a different country. I don't know.
Off to a good start.
We get to see Hans' second option now.
Yeah, that was actually my first pick.
Oh, I could have had him say Yik. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
No, because when he said Yik, we'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, my choice is YouTuber's Life.
That was one of my thoughts, actually. God, so meta.
You know what? None of mine have been picked, and I'm really torn about what to choose now because I thought 2 of them would have been picked.
Sorry to disappoint you there, Alex.
Yeah, I know, right? Is it Ukulele and the Impossible Lair? Is that the game name? The
I
sequel?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the 2D platforming sequel.
Yes, that is my game. So, Nick, which Yu-Gi-Oh are you going to pick?
Alex, I'm going to let you decide which Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, that's not how this works.
Would you like some Yu-Gi-Oh, all the Yu-Gi-Oh, kind of Yu-Gi-Oh, or not Yu-Gi-Oh at all?
What? What? How does that work?
Oh, just pick one. Pick a descriptor.
I really want to know what
It's
not
good.
Yu-Gi-Oh at all is,
Oh,
but I don't.
I think I know what it might be, actually.
I also don't want to know what it is. Yeah, 'cause I don't want to risk playing it.
It is a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Oh, I'm sure it is. You know, let's go kind of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Kind of Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay. Alex, you will be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
Oh, I picked right. Hell yeah. Are you going to tell me what the other ones were?
The not Yu-Gi-Oh! At all was Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum.
Oh,
What is that?
I thought it was going to be Dungeon Dice Monsters. That's what I thought.
Right. What are we doing for the bracket?
It's be seeds again.
No. Clearly this isn't working out for us, right? Clearly it's not working out, right? I want to take
Me
on
v. Alex.
big man Alex.
Oh, you want? I was gonna take on Alex.
No.
You're in last place. You can
For,
take on
Yeah.
Alex.
first versus last? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
And then second v third, which is how you're actually meant to do CD.
Is Volta football not just how they play the Irish
in
League?
Waterford.
It's not how they play the Irish League in
Because they have
Waterford.
fuck all there.
In a fucking back alley.
Wait, so who is blue and who is white?
I'll go blue. Oh, wow, what's wrong?
Just gonna walk into the net.
Get fucked.
We're fed up of actually shooting because we keep missing. Let's go walk it in.
The only way you can score now is from taking point blank shots.
Jesus, that was a mishap. Oh my god.
5 seconds, I want. Using that curved roof.
I think it's that though.
Wolf.
Wow.
My god.
Wow.
GG, man.
They just
GG.
stopped.
What a game.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna live up to that.
That's fine. As long as I win. Don't care how interesting the game is as long as I fucking win. Yep. I would like to be in the white because that won last time, so.
Yeah, it'll be baby blue.
Overlaps. Offside trap.
Stop saying buzzwords.
I play Football Manager. I know what these things mean.
Yeah, not Volta manager.
I don't think there is a manager in Volta. Come on, guys! What are you doing?
Fucking hell.
I really thought that was about to be an OG.
At least we now know that the Irish League far superior than the Saudi Arabia
Ireland
League.
greater than Saudi Arabia. You heard it here first, folks. Go on, score another. Ah, score! Score! Why would you leave that ball? What are you doing? They score nothing.
Stop fucking doing flippy shit at the back. What is this shit?
Flippy shit. Yes!
Useless Shara bastards.
Alright, I don't want to hit this out of context, but whites win again.
Dibs on white.
Alright, okay.
Block. Go on, run with it.
Oh no!
Oh, go on!
No!
Go on! Don't fuck this up.
Oh!
He
Thank
nearly
God.
fucked it up.
Thank God.
Like,
Yeah.
he nearly fucked that.
Oh yeah, he did.
Why
If
did he
that was the
blast
smaller
it
net,
in? Like,
man.
why did he just pass it in?
Oh, come on, get back.
Just
Oh, no.
shoot.
Get
Shoot.
back. Get back. Okay, you're back.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God there's no goal line technology because that looked into me. VAR, what are you doing? Foul.
Fuck. Nick's malfunctioning is continuing.
Yes.
But there we have it. Join me next time where I'll be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. See you then.
It's time to Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.